So the Japan Fan Fest has brought a lot of interesting questions regarding the new expansion. I don't think any of us was really expecting anything like Solution 9. So I think all of us are left having a lot of questions and thoughts about it. So let's talk about the things I'm most curious about right now, and a little bit of my own theories. Now, keep in mind I have never played Final Fantasy IX, which most people are connecting to the Solution 9 city, because apparently Solution 8 was in FF9. But as I never played it, I'm mostly just going off our FF14 lore, and then just being mostly confused. But I really want to hear also your theories. Now, let's start with the basic. Solution 9. This thing was such a surprise during the FanFest. I was not prepared for Cyberpunk just suddenly entering my Final Fantasy game. Now, it's not like technology hasn't had like a wide range in FF to this point. I mean, the Elegans got flying cities and the Garleans got cars. We see it as we've gone to Garlemald. We just haven't seen it in working order yet because, well, things were going quite bad for them when we showed up last time. But we have not seen anything in modern Etheris that is fitting to the technology we see in Solution 9. Also, why is it called Solution 9? It kinda indicates that there was a Solution 1 to 8 before it, and that, well, it's a solution to a problem. Yoshi-p did state during the FanFest that it is built by completely different people than the other areas of Tural, which definitely makes sense as they don't look anything alike. And if we start looking at it, there are some notable things we were shown. First of all, some lovely people on Reddit have actually gone in and translated some of the words shown during the trailer. So we have first off this image over here, which has the Nexus Bar, the Meteor, the Dancer, and Solution 9. They almost feel like a city meant to represent the game instead of being like part of the world. But what I find more interesting is this one: Employment, Soul Supply, and Elevator. Why? Well, the text to begin with, this is the Eorzean script, but it's not. It is very similar, but the font is a little bit different. So what's interesting about the alphabet is that most commonly in-game we see the Eorzean alphabet. Though when we go to Novrand, we see the Novrand standard alphabet, which is kinda similar to our alphabet, but still quite a bit different. But what we are seeing in Solution 9 is the Proto-alphabet. The only places we have seen this particular form of the alphabet is in the world Unsundered and in Pandemonium. Meaning Solution 9 could be from the time before the world was Unsundered. Now, I know they've said like they are done with the Hydaelyn Zodiac story, but I like to believe they're not done with the Asians. Was this one of the ways to deal with the end times? I mean, Zodiac wasn't their first idea. We also don't know number what in the idea Zodiac was, but before that they probably tried different things, or different things were tried in different places. And that's where I want to go into the map. This is the new map of Tural, and here we can see Solution 9. It looks weird, doesn't it? Why do we have these clouds around it? And we have this purple dome here below, and then this thing flying above it. Now I believe this flying thing is actually the city, and below it is Heritage Found. If we look around Heritage Found, it definitely shares similarities to the city. And what's the deal with this massive tower over here? And this is an area that is constantly like covered in lightning? That seems weird. But if this is a dome of lightning, this could be some sort of a power grid for the city. And it kind of makes me think the city isn't meant to be here, like at all. So if we look at it, we have these mountains that seem to almost cradle it. And I have a feeling it's like the city almost teleported here. Like it just showed up, pushing out of the way whatever was there before. So did they maybe arrive much more recently than we're thinking? Or has the city been there for a long while, but as a solution to something, they have isolated themselves completely? And then it comes obviously a solution to what? The main problems we have seen in the world of Final Fantasy tends to be calamities. But could this be a city that isolated itself at some point because of a calamity? Or could it be a lifeboat for somebody? The main theme of the city is lightning, so if I would like to go like a little bit out on a limb, we could go with maybe this is related to the 12th. So the second calamity was the calamity of lightning. We don't know a lot about it. It happened before our current written history, so we don't really know what happened during that time. But what we know is it was a calamity of great storms and lightning. And it was the time when the 12th fused with the source. And based on what we know about how calamities happen, just like we saw in the first, for them to be basically the calamity of light, their world was overrun with light, meaning the 12th was overrun with lightning. So what if Solution 9 is actually not just a city, it is an ark. It's a shelter for the people of the 12th. So I'm theorizing several of these cities were built, maybe only 9, maybe more. Each one was built to use the lightning that their world was overrun with as power for the city, and power for whatever they did to end up here. That would explain why their technology is just so way different from ours. But that would also imply that they've been here for a long time, like several thousand years. Which kind of feels weird, except if they decided not to contact anybody for those thousands of years, but that seems unlikely. But maybe for some reason they ended up showing up here much later. It's very weird. The only thing I am definitely sure about is that this is a city run by electricity. It is run by lightning. It is standing probably on top of where it is found. And well, there's something really weird about it. I am so excited to go there. But why is there? What kind of city it is? Is this another reality clashing with our own? Did they somehow teleport here? It's hard to say. So I would love to hear your theories about Solution 9 down in the comments. And while you're down there, make sure to like and subscribe, especially as I do have another theory video like this coming out soon about something weird on the map. So I really hope I will see you there. But all I want to say now is takk fyrir að horfa og eigðu yndislegan dag.